Welcome back to GGG Dev. This is going to be a little more informal than usual, but I thought it was important to update everyone with where I am right now. So, let's get into it. What have I been doing with ArmWrestle Arcade? You may recall that I had initially pitched ArmWrestle Arcade as a fighting game. I opened up voting for 3 potential games, and this was the one that won. To put it bluntly, I lost my enthusiasm for the project pretty quickly. I felt like I couldn't make the game the way I wanted it to be, and it still felt too much like Fist Champion to me. I decided to put it off for a while in favor of working on other aspects of games. Recently, I was hanging out with my friend Spencer, and we started talking about game ideas. I brought up my loss of enthusiasm about ArmWrestle Arcade, and we started talking about what we could do that would be more fun. And what we came up with was a system that was more about dynamically generated input combos rather than the push and pull mechanics that I had been focused on. I thought it was a great idea. So, about a week later, I decided I couldn't put it off anymore, and I began working on some thumbnails of what this new game would look like. Suddenly, I was inspired. I realized that I wasn't making a fighting game. I was making something that was a lot more like a party game. Rather than it being something where you know about combos or how the mechanics work, could be something that even a first-time player could jump in as long as they knew how to use a controller. And I like that. I like that a lot more. So, I scrapped everything, which was admittedly not very much. I sat down and wrote a basic game design document. It included a set of basic requirements to complete a prototype. So, after that, I got to work in Unity. Right now, I have a completed version 0.1 of the prototype that is still not feature complete, but it does have a lot of the basic mechanics. It has your basic inputs, a score system with point multipliers, a timer, and win conditions, which was more than enough for me right now. What's not in it currently, as if it's not blatantly obvious by the video on the screen, there is no art. There's no real UI, UX design or anything like that. And also, I don't have the input randomizer implemented yet. So, that leads us into what's next. Next, I need to finish the prototype. I'm still not going to worry about art or polishing a UI. It just needs to be functional. But the input randomizer is key because that's how the game functions. That's where the game of this is. After that, I'm going to build it, release it to the public, and wait for feedback before I make adjustments. That's about where I'm at right now, and I hope this was informative for people. And if you like this more freeform kind of thing for my GGG Dev, please let me know. If you'd rather I go back to more of a scripted feel, I will also happily do that. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you next time.